Good morning to a super sweaty Sarah. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Sarah and I'm a travel enthusiast. And today we are going on the trip I've been teasing for weeks now. We are going to Paris for the Olympics. I just got in a quick morning run. Wanted to get a little bit of exercise before I sat on the plane for hours. So we just did that. Now it's time to go home, shower, get ready, pack up the last few things, and then hit the road. So let's go. I started my journey at the Philadelphia airport. I didn't check a bag and I had TSA pre-check, so getting through security was a breeze. I went straight to the Admiral's Club lounge. I had access to the lounge with my airline ticket and I did a quick lap to check out the lay of the land before grabbing snacks. I learned how hard it is to navigate while pushing your suitcase, holding snacks, a drink, and a camera. 0 of 10, do not recommend. There was a ton of seating, but the lounge was also pretty busy, so finding a place to sit wasn't very easy. They do have workspaces if you need to work, as well as a bar and a buffet. So I am sitting in the lounge at the Admiral's Club in Philadelphia International Airport. I'm just hanging out waiting for my flight, which we board in about 1 hour. So I'm probably just going to hang out here for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to go walk around the airport. I think I want to check out one of the shops and then just get to my gate and board. I'm very excited. I can't even explain to you the emotions I have right now about how ecstatic I am about what I am going to go do and what I'm going to see and what a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity this is. There has been many hours of blood, sweat, and tears put into this and planning this trip, and so it is going to be amazing, and I just can't wait to share it all with you. So come along for the ride, and it should be a good one. And just like that, it's time to board. I was in 2D, which is considered domestic business class, because I was flying to Dallas first. This seat is what premium economy would be on an international flight. As you can see, I had a ton of legroom, which isn't hard because I'm really short, but I also want to point out that there is plenty of arm space with a place for drinks, and there's even a little storage area on the side of the seat down here, and on the other side in the armrest is your tray table, which pops out with a little button. Soon after takeoff, they served our meal. On American Airlines, you can pre-order your food up to 30 days before your flight, which is what I did. I chose the cheese plate knowing I would be eating a ton on this day. It was way more food than I expected and even came with ice cream for dessert. I'm sorry, is this real life? Is this really happening? This is only day one of the travel day, and I've already had this incredible experience. So I'm very much looking forward to see what happens on this journey, this adventure. But yeah, we are in the flagship lounge at the DFW Airport, it's Dallas, Fort Worth, and we are actually in the flagship dining. You can only get into this if you have a first class ticket, which I did not pay for. I used airline miles. I'll talk about that later, but this is the most incredible experience. So I absolutely recommend it. If you can swing this, it's worth it. I purposely chose a layover in Dallas to take advantage of their flagship dining experience. There are currently only 4 airports in the country with this option, with a 5th being built at the Philadelphia airport. Now, I mentioned I used American Airlines miles to book this flight. It cost 72,000 miles and $5.60 for taxes. I use the American Airlines credit card to earn miles, and I'll drop my referral link in the description box below if you're interested in learning more. But now, let's check out the menu. Everything on the menu is complimentary and included with your lounge access. First, they brought out an amuse-bouche before my appetizer. It was watermelon, mint, feta, and red onion, and then they brought out the bread service, which was entirely too much bread for one person, considering this was also a 3-course meal, but it was delicious, and they brought butter as well. I chose the Carpaccio Mosaic for my appetizer, which was salmon, tuna, and beef, and for my entree, I had the Malbec braised short rib with heirloom tomato salad, fondant potato with a blue cheese fritter on top, and a wild mushroom succotash. Dessert and after-dinner drinks were also included, and here's a look at what they offered. I chose the affogato. I was pretty full by this point, so sadly, I did not finish it. And then I had to leave for my gate because it was almost time to board my flight to London. Alright, Well, I am leaving the flagship dining flagship lounge and I'm headed to my gate because we are getting ready to board. I'm absolutely excited though. Even though that's over and that was an amazing experience, I'm really excited to go see my New York City studio apartment in the sky. And that became the running joke because, as you can see, the seat is absurdly large. But I'll be honest, it was really nice to have so much space on a 9-hour flight. Okay, so we have boarded our flight. I don't have my microphone on yet. I'm going to put that on before too long. But first, I want to show you a quick tour of the seat. So up first is the seat controls. These are located on the desk next to the chair. And next to that is a little storage space. That's where you can plug in your headphones for the IFE. And these are the headphones they provide for you, as well as the amenity kit. And the screen for the IFE is quite large. It's definitely easy to see from your seat. And then there's the pillow they provide for you, as well as all of the leg room. And I could put my backpack underneath. And they brought out the welcome drink of champagne or orange juice and water and provided me with a menu for the in-flight meal. And here is a quick look at what is in the menu. I am going to go through this pretty fast, so if you do want to check it out, then definitely hit pause. But I'm just going to scan through real quick so that you can kind of get an overview of what they offered. With American Airlines, you can actually pre-order your meal up to 30 days in advance of your flight. So I actually had pre-ordered. I mentioned that earlier on when I had my domestic flight. So I also ordered for this flight, and I did order something that is not on this menu. So it must have been something you had to pre-order in order to get it, but I will try to include a screenshot of what that was. And here I found a little slipper spot that is hiding, so I definitely put those on for the flight because they are way more comfortable than shoes. And just a quick look at the actual headphones from Bang & Olufsen that they provide for first class passengers. So basically we've been deplaned. Oh, we don't have a departure time because the co-pilot timed out. So now we're just waiting. But it's an adventure, so, you know, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get a co-pilot and we can get going. Alright, so we have deplaned and now we are back on the plane. We boarded again. So hopefully boarding won't take very long and we can get on the road this time. Or in the air this time. Try again. So we were finally able to take off and we ended up only being about 2 hours delayed. So they started service and they brought nuts and more wine and water while I started watching a movie. And then after that, we got our first appetizers, which I had the arugula salad as well as the lobster. The lobster is inside the cucumber. It was pretty good, but I still wasn't very hungry, so I really only picked at it a little bit. And then I had the beer cheese soup, which I remember liking a lot because it's beer cheese soup, and who doesn't love that? And for my entree, I had the golden roasted chicken with roasted tomato chutney, salted smashed potatoes, and haricot vert. I skipped dessert and changed into the provided pajamas and went to sleep. When I woke up in the morning, I finally checked out the amenity kit, which included a toothbrush and toothpaste, lip balm, moisturizer, an eye mask, and earplugs. Breakfast was served shortly before landing. I had the frittata with broccolini, tomatoes, sweet potatoes, and fresh fruit, as well as a coffee. And here's a quick look at the in-flight entertainment, or IFE. There is a remote provided by your chair that you can use to scroll through since the actual screen is so far away. You can also use the touch screen if you want, but the remote is just a lot easier. And before I knew it, we were descending into London. Alright, we are landing in about 20 minutes. We'll be at Heathrow Airport, so we're only about two and a half hours delayed landing. So that's not too bad considering all the issues we had last night. But I'm very excited to get through immigrations and meet up with my friend, and I'm just very excited to get on the ground because it's been a long travel day. But it's going to be about 3 p.m. at local time in London, so it's definitely a little bit later than we originally planned. So I don't know where I'm going to be or whether it's still at the airport or if we're going to meet up at the hotel. So
flight attendants prepare for landing.
We have been cleared for landing, so we'll see you soon in London. It has been a while since I last left you. I got landed. My flight landed around 3 o'clock, 2:45, 3 o'clock, somewhere in there. Passport control, immigrations was a breeze. Loved that. Met up with my friend. We jumped on the tube on the Piccadilly line and got to King's Cross Station, St. Pancras, which is where our hotel is. We're staying at the St. Pancras Renaissance Hotel. It's a beautiful hotel. Oh my God. It's actually in the second Harry Potter movie. There's a quick clip where they're flying the car in front of it. So if you've seen that, then that's the hotel I'm staying in. Also, the Wannabe Spice Girls music video was filmed here, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, we got checked in, we dropped our stuff, but by the time we got to our hotel, because everything just takes so long, it was like, by the time we got checked in, it was like 5 o'clock. So we dropped our bags off, and we had a 5:45 reservation for Dishoom at the King's Cross location, which is an Indian restaurant, and there's a couple locations here in London. It's very popular. If you go before 6 p.m., you can actually make a reservation. If you come after 6 p.m., they don't do reservations anymore, and you just have to stand in line. And I took a video of the line. I will try to insert it. It's so long, and it wrapped around, and this was at like probably 6:40 when we were done, and we were on our way back to our hotel. We stopped at a few places on our way back. We stopped at the King's Cross station because I wanted to stop at the Harry Potter store because I know that they do Harry Potter letters, so like you get your letter to Hogwarts. So I got one for my daughter because she just turned 11, and so I thought that would be fun. And then we stopped at Boots to grab sunscreen because we just thought it'd be easier to buy it here than try to fly with it since we weren't really checking bags and trying to pack really small. Then we stopped and had a pint, well, half a pint at a pub because have you really been to London if you don't stop at a pub? So we did that, and then we came back to our room, and now we're just like reorganizing our luggage and getting ready because we have to be up at like 5:30 a.m. tomorrow. So we're just showering, having a nice early evening. It is 8:45 right now, so it's kind of early, but it took me, I timed it 23 and a half hours of travel, so even though I got to sleep pretty well on the flight, I'm just, you know, ready to take it easy. So that's what we're doing. We are taking the Eurostar tomorrow to Paris, and our train is at 8:01 in the morning, and you have to go through immigrations twice before you can even get on. You have to go through one to exit the UK and one to enter France. That's before you even board the train. So we are getting there by like 6:30 in the morning to get through both lines. So that's really early. And then I think we don't get into Paris till 11:30. We want to go to our hotel, drop our bags, and then hit the town. So we're trying to organize everything tonight so that we can do that seamlessly tomorrow, especially because our room probably isn't going to be ready. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. So this has been my travel vlog. It's days 1 and 2. Day 1, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. We are going to just take it easy, watch a little TV, and unwind, and I will see you tomorrow. And if you made it this far, awesome. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe because we have so much coming up. Not just Olympics content, but we're also going around France and even Italy. So stay tuned.